With profound, humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy, blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 3 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule。
I just tell you how to acquire your own highest potential power inside. And that is what any religion names the highest. The Buddha's name is the highest, the Christ's name is the highest. And I want you to find that power, that's all. But you must be pure in speech, body, and mind. For example, in mind, we must not think of any violence. We must think of love, forgiveness, tolerance, and forbearance. In speech, we must speak of wisdom, of soothing comfort to our associates. In body, we should live a pure life, more or less a chaste life.
Please stay with us to listen to this enlightening lecture.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Ireland is one of them. Ireland Animal Health and Welfare Act, 2013. Irish law punishes cruelty toward non-wild animal people with a fine of up to 250,000 euros, imprisonment for up to 5 years, or both. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab tests, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
Animal! Rebellion! Animal! Rebellion! Omställningshjälp till Sveriges bönder! Annars går planeten sönder! Omställningshjälp till våra bönder! Annars går planeten sönder! We are unstoppable! A plant-based world is possible! Växtbaserad mat! Rädda vårt klimat! Omställningshjälp till Sveriges bönder! Annars går planeten sönder! Vad vill vi ha? Växtbaserat! Vad vill vi ha? Växtbaserat! När vill vi ha det? Nu! När? Nu! När? Nu! När?
Vegan, because all lives matter.
Today's program will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, Thai, and Ukrainian or Uranian. After meeting new Swedish friends, you could say "Det var trevligt att träffas," which means "nice to meet you" in Swedish. Fun-loving viewers, I am Ingrid. The Swedes support you on your quest for enlightenment through following the noble precepts and the teachings of the ancient masters. Sweden has long been known as a free-spirited, peace-loving neutral country endowed with breathtaking landscapes and enchanting natural sceneries. Half its land surface is covered with forests, and nearly 100,000 lakes dot the countryside. The country has tens of thousands of islands along the jagged coast, of which only 1,000 are inhabited. The warm Gulf Stream in the Atlantic gives Sweden a milder climate than other areas equally far north. Stockholm, also referred to as Beauty on Water, is the capital of Sweden and has both the sophistication of the city and the charm of a village, offering a lively metropolis boasting a rich cultural heritage that lies comfortably within its pristine natural surroundings.
Smart kid? Ah, you are surely a vegan.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. She has been invited to lecture on the Kuan Yin method of meditation throughout the world. We now invite you to view Walk the Way of Love, an introduction to Supreme Master Ching Hai.
We'll search high and low for a little love to bestow on all beings in all corners of existence. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, as she has affectionately become known, lives a message that walks the way of love. A renowned humanitarian, artist, and spiritual visionary, her love and assistance has extended beyond all cultural and racial boundaries to people around the world. The needy and homeless, institutions of medical research, war veterans, the disadvantaged, the physically and mentally handicapped, refugees, and victims of natural disasters, etc. We witness countless reminders of the compassion, the trademark of this caring lady, and the international foundation that has grown out of her loving example.
Whatever we can share, begin with share. And then we will feel a subtle change in ourselves. More love will be pouring into our consciousness, and we will be aware of something. And that is the beginning. We are here to learn to grow, as well as to learn to use our power, our limitless power of love and creativity, in order to make a better world wherever we happen to be incarnated. Don't worry, I pray for you, okay, honey?
Not only are human beings the blessed beneficiaries of her kindness, animal people from different species are also the recipients of her boundless benevolence.
You okay, boy? You okay? Yeah, come on, baby. Hey, look at you. Oh, quack. You happy? Quack. Hello, you grow so big now, you. Bon appetito. I love you. Good appetite. This is one of the reasons why we should be vegan. Love for all beings, extending love.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, was born in Central Olac, or Vietnam. During her early years, she was often found helping hospital patients, the needy, as well as injured animal people in whichever way she could. As a young adult, she moved to Europe to study and continued there as a translator for the Red Cross. She soon discovered that pain and suffering exist in all corners of the globe, and her search for the remedy to this became the foremost goal in her life. She was happily married at the time to a German doctor, and although it was an extremely difficult decision for both of them, her husband agreed to a separation. She then embarked on what became a 2-year-plus journey in search for spiritual understanding. Finally, in the deepest reaches of the Himalayas in India, she found an enlightened master who imparted to her the Kuan Yin method, a meditation method on the inner heavenly light and sound. After a period of practice, she became fully enlightened. Soon after her return from the Himalayas, at the earnest request of those around her, Supreme Master Ching Hai shared the Kuan Yin method with others, encouraging them to look within to find their own greatness. Through the Kuan Yin method of meditation, they also attained greater fulfillment, happiness, and peace. Before long, invitations arrived from the United States, etc.
I saw that I was everywhere and in every creature.
Europe.
To see God is very, very simple.
Asia.
All religions tell you be a good person here and find heaven while you can.
Australia.
We are the sons and daughters of God. We are ourselves, the Supreme Master.
Africa.
I will show you how to get direct teaching.
And South America.
And keep the commandments and try to lead a more vegan life.
As well as from important organizations for Supreme Master Ching Hai to give lectures.
The peace and love that we most often talk about and seek, we have within ourselves. You must look inside and find your own treasure and find the real, lasting happiness. The future is in our hands. So you make it beautiful or you make it worse, it's up to you.
Supreme Master Ching Hai has realized many spontaneous talents that she expresses through artistic paintings and creations, music and poetry, and aesthetic jewelry and clothing designs, expressing the inner and outer beauty. The income generated from her artistic creations has enabled Supreme Master Ching Hai to create an independent source of funding for humanitarian activities in support of her noble mission of assisting God's children in their times of need. Although she does not seek acknowledgement of any kind, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been given awards worldwide by government officials and private organizations on numerous occasions. They include the World Peace Award, the World Spiritual Leadership Award, the Award for Promotion of Human Rights, the World Citizen Humanitarian Award, the Award for Outstanding Public Service to Mankind, the 2006 Gusi Peace Prize, the Los Angeles Music Week Certificate of Commendation, and first place silver for the 27th Annual Telly Awards 2006. In addition, October 25th and February 22nd have been proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day in the United States.
She also brings love around the world where there is hate. She brings hope where there is despair. And she brings understanding where there is misunderstanding. She is the light of a great person, an angel of mercy for all of us.
Agradecer a la Suprema Maestra su liderazgo, agradecerle su optimismo, agradecerle ese don de gente que tiene que la hace tan única y tan especial.
Una impresión muy grata de ver un corazón tan noble, tan dispuesto a servir. Ella está sirviendo a todos los seres humanos, está sirviendo al planeta para salvarlo, para rescatarlo. Tiene un corazón noble, pero también un gran liderazgo. Sé que van a suceder las cosas que tienen que suceder.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is one of the truly dedicated people of this era, helping others find and create a beautiful vision of our future. Many great people in history have had a dream, and in her own words, so does Supreme Master Ching Hai.
I dream that all the world will become peaceful. I dream that everyone becomes the Buddha. I dream that all the killing will stop. I dream that all the children will walk in peace and harmony. I dream that all the nations shake hands with each other, protect each other, and help each other. I dream that our beautiful planet will not be destroyed. It takes billions, trillions of years to produce this planet. And it's so beautiful, so wonderful. I dream that it will continue, but in peace, beauty, and love.
The United States has been graced on many occasions with visits from Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan. In 1989, in response to the earnest longings of spiritual truth seekers, she traveled to the country to impart her wisdom and insights. In this fascinating lecture, Master expounds on various topics, including ways to discern true masters from false ones, attaining our highest inner potential through the Kuan Yin method, and our true self's faculty of omnipresence. We now invite you to join us for part 8 of this enlightening lecture titled How to Acquire Your Inner Highest Potential Power, Questions and Answers, given by Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, in San Francisco, California, USA, on May 24, 1989.
Peace for Ukraine or Urain.
Now, our inner eyes are similar. Even though your inner eye is open, it has the same effect as the outer eyes, meaning you can only see the front or whatever direction you look at. Now, the ears are not the same. Even our physical ears have a multi-dimensional purpose. You can hear from above, you can hear from beneath, you can hear from right, from left, from behind, from the front. Is that not so? Yes. Now, our inner ears are also the same. It can hear from all directions. Therefore, we become all-knowing. Understand? Yes. If we only see but we don't hear, then we are deaf. Then one of our organs is not in order, is not in use. We are not perfect beings. Therefore, the hearing organs, be it inner or outer, are the perfect ones, more perfect than the eyes. Therefore, we have to practice the hearing method. Outside, we use the physical eyes to look. We use the physical ears to listen. Inside, we also have to use heavenly eyes to look and heavenly ears to listen, because the sounds that come from all directions. We have to use the hearing organs, whether inner or outer, in order to become a perfect being. If our ears are not in order, we are not a perfect human being. Therefore, our inner ears also have to be in perfect order. At the moment, we have our inner ears, but they are not yet opened. At the initiation, I will help you to open them, and then you will hear the different dimensions, celestial vibration. By coming in contact with this vibration, or so-called word in the Bible, we become all-knowing. We become all-powerful, all-blessing, all-virtuous, all-satisfied, all-happiness, and all-bliss bestowing to the people in our environment, and even our surroundings will be blessed with our presence. Everywhere we go, that being, that place will become sacred, will become blessed. They become more happy, more lifted up in human consciousness, whether they know it or not. But most of the time, they will not know. They just feel there is a change in their consciousness by being in contact with us, but they do not realize what it is. They don't know why. And that is how we distribute our God's blessing to the world. If we come in contact with this God power, then we can distribute it. That's our contribution to this world. The best, the highest contribution. More than physical help, more than financial help. It is God's blessing, the wisdom. And there is some other things. Also, to know a master, it takes time. First of all, these two primary conditions make you know a master. But then you still have to go higher in consciousness yourself in order to realize how great a master is. But the safeguard is that he will not be abused through your financial or physical contribution. And that's it, you are safe. At least that person doesn't want anything from me, so I can safely learn with him or with her, and then I see whether it's good or not. If it's not good, I can always leave. I lose nothing. Understand? That's just for your safe side. It means you don't lose anything whatsoever. No condition is imposed upon you. Therefore, at least you are safe. Whether that master is good or not, later we will discuss. At least he will not abuse your innocence and doesn't want any contribution on your part. And that's a sign of a real master. At least you are safe, that's it. And the power of the master, at the time of initiation, you might know a portion of it. And then as the days go by, as you practice, you cleanse yourself, you understand more, your wisdom opens, and you realize how great the master is. To know a master does not take one day, but you may know a little bit of it by the proof she or he gives you at the transmission time or initiation time. Yes, that's it. But at least she wants nothing from you. And that's the safe side. Yeah? And to know something else takes a little bit of time. But you may know it. Some people know the master very quickly because every day they get blessings, every day their life changes, every day they get bliss and power, every day they know. But some people may take a little bit longer. That's all. But more or less at the time of transmission, you know.
Master Ching Hai, what is your thoughts on the animal rights movement that is now beginning in this country? Do you agree with their methods?
Animal people right?
Yeah.
Animal people right movement?
Yeah.
I completely agree. We are vegan supporters. And I do not agree with violation of animal people's innocent life. Of course, I completely support.
What is the right way to study Buddhist studies and where to study?
The right way to study Buddhism is to go within yourself and see where the Buddha is. Not in the doctrines, but in you. Because the Buddha said Buddha is within you. He didn't say the Buddha is in the doctrine or in any church or in any temple. We forgot this. After he died, we built many temples, make his image and bow there in front of wooden statues. And then we ask him for this and that and other. The wooden statue cannot give us anything. And then we become frustrated within the Buddha is not having any power. This is because we look in the wrong direction. To study Buddhism, go inside. And the go inside method I have. I can tell you how to find the Buddha.
How can we be always happy and immortal?
How can we be happy and immortal?
Yes, always.
Yeah. Yes, there is a way. There is a way to everything that we want. We must know where to find it. If you want to live forever and be happy, I will offer you that method. It's very easy. You should devote a little bit of time every day to acquire it. And in a very short time, you will know. Very short time. For some people, it takes just a few days. Some people, on the first day, they know that they're immortal. But this, I cannot use the language to explain to you. You must experience it yourself only. And you alone will know. And afterwards, somebody will ask you, what is it like? And then you will become dumb again, just like me. I cannot say much. We only know, realize, and experience it ourselves.
What is initiation? What kind of requirement? Initiation.
Yeah. Outside we have written some kind of requirements. Actually, I myself require nothing. It is you yourself who have to require it from yourself, some discipline. For example, if we live on animal people diets, and that is detrimental to our spiritual life. And now I tell you the secret is to cut it off. It's for your own good. For myself, I require nothing from you. You don't need to change your husband, wife. No need to change your job. You don't need to change any social contacts or any religion. If you are Christian, be so. If you are Jewish, believe that. If you are in any religion and any school, you are free to stay there. I just tell you how to acquire your own highest potential power inside. And that is what any religion names the highest. The Buddha's name is the highest, the Christ's name is the highest. And I want you to find that power, that's all. But you must be pure in speech, body, and mind. For example, in mind, we must not think of any violence. We must think of love, forgiveness, tolerance, and forbearance. In speech, we must speak of wisdom, of soothing comfort to our associates. In body, we should live a pure life, more or less a chaste life. A chaste life doesn't mean you don't have a husband or a wife, but you have only one husband or one wife. That's it. That is a chaste life. And then to be chaste means you give up all kinds of drugs, alcohol, and gambling, this kind of things. It makes people confused in their minds, makes the body weak, and causes mental diseases. That is a chaste life, a pure life. So the body, speech, and mind, you should adjust them to God's virtue. That's what I mean. Because you want to become God. You want to become, I and my Father are one. Now you may wonder if God gambles, or God drinks any liquor, or God has any terrible adulteries, or all kinds of lower desires. Yeah? So if we want to become one with God, of course we have to live our own body, speech, and mind to match Him. So this is a condition. You should be vegan and be chaste in speech, words, and mind. Be loving and not violent, that's all. For example, before you used to beat people, and now if you want to practice this method, then please don't beat anymore. That's all. And before, if you loved eating animal, people, meat, and now out of compassion and love for life, you just abstain from it to show that you are one step higher in God consciousness and you have more compassion. You practice love and mercy. And that is the condition. Very easy. No? Yes, we can do that. We can.
Is our past karma affect the present life? How can we believe it? What is the proof? Thank you.
It is not easy to prove this, but I can try. We do not need to talk about the past life, which is unreachable. For our mortal understanding, we will talk about the present. It's easier to understand. For example, if every day you drink alcohol, if in the morning you drink alcohol, then in the afternoon, what do you feel? Lovely, fantastic. Or you feel drunk, terrible, headache, lousy, and sluggish. You feel terrible, right? Yes. Yeah, that is the effect of what we call the past karma affecting the present. If you did not drink so much alcohol in the morning, then at noon you won't feel so terrible. Or in the afternoon you won't feel so terrible. You will feel clear-headed and very happy, yeah, and very normal. That is the karmic effect. We call it the past affecting the present. So very easy. Now these things are easy to understand because it is in the same time and in the present time. But if something happened so long ago, centuries ago, then of course we do not understand. Every time we are born again, we change into new clothes. Like this body has new clothes, and we forgot what kind of clothes. The fact that we forgot the past is also a blessing for us. Because what is the use to us if we remember that last life we were a tiger? Or we were a wolf, or we were a kind of very terrible president or very terrible king. This will make a very, very heavy pressure on us. Yeah. We cannot even deal with our daily pressure. How much more so if we have to deal with the past karmic burden, the mental burden. So it is a blessing that we don't remember the last life. And that is especially designed from God, from the Lord of Karma, that we do not remember, so that we may live a bearable life.
Russia, leave Ukraine or you reign now. Peace be with you too.
It has never been easier to be vegan, with vegan options widely available in supermarkets, local shops, health food shops, coffee shops, and restaurants. Matthew Pritchard, vegan.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace, so be it.
Adventurous viewers, thank you for your presence today for Words of Wisdom. Please join us again tomorrow for
How to Acquire Your Inner Highest Potential Power, Questions and Answers,
Part 9 of 11. Coming up next is Blue Zones, Places Where Humans Enjoy Longevity, Part 2 of 2. Right after Noteworthy News. May our world soon become a vegan paradise filled with happiness and harmony.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW